Naughty HQ is where stock vehicles come to die. We have a rule here. Cars can't stay stock. And I'm also adding a rule that bikes can't stay stock. Now, in an episode recently, you would have seen us pick up this guy right here, 2025 Ducati V4 Panigale. My most ridiculous, most stupid, probably financially irresponsible purchase I could have ever done. But I fucking love it, so it's fine. Now, this is a completely stock bike, and most people buy these things, put them in a glass cabinet, don't ride them, don't modify them, don't change them, and certainly don't abuse them. I am not about that though. We're gonna be doing all of those things. Today, we have got mods going on, and then we are heading over to the team at Slick As and Bush Wraps. They're gonna be doing a full PPF, but this is the first guy I've ever PPF wrapped. It's very intricate, very challenging, very tricky, very annoying for them process to do, especially on bikes. So we're gonna run you through exactly how they do that. So stay tuned. This is gonna be a mammoth episode. Plus, we're getting rid of this and putting on what is gonna be the most ridiculously aesthetic looking thing you've ever seen. Let's push this under the hexagon lights and get started. Okay, for starters, if you are a company that sells a motorcycle hoist or like a working stand, please God hit me up, because this is gonna suck doing this bike build on the floor. Anyway, what we are fitting today are some bits and pieces. So quad lock, obviously, we have their entire freaking catalog here. And today we are gonna be fitting this, which I'm super excited about. It's their fork stem mount, which goes right here in the middle of the bike, in between the two shocks. Couple that with a vibration dampener just to protect our phone's camera. So that's gonna be a super simple mod. Something that a lot of people probably sleep on for Ducatis and a lot of new bikes are these. This is a caliper spacer. Basically, if you come down here, you'll see this ugly orange reflector. Whilst ADRs require it, aesthetics do not. So the way that they actually do it is they integrate a little spacer between, I guess, basically the bottom of the fork and the Brembo caliper here, and that's what that's mounted to. So we've ordered these in. These are gonna be a little bit of red bling for in here, but it also means we can delete that reflector. Then, the most exciting thing is our Futurismoto tail tidy. Now, we are partnered with Hurdle Gear for this build, and they have got a ridiculous amount of parts on their way to us, but before we'd even locked away that partnership, I'd ordered this from America before I'd even picked up this bike, because I knew I had to have this. This is the most illegal, yes, but aggressive, beautiful, gorgeous, simple to install tail tidy, because this is probably the ugliest part of this entire bike, and this is gonna fix that. Shouldn't be too tricky. I believe it's basically plug and play with a little bit of finicking and f***ing around, so hopefully that's all good. We also have a custom plate coming, not here yet. That'll go on at some point, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, first things first, caliper spacers, I guess. Okay, manufacturers think they're being a little sneaky with how they're mounting these reflectors these days. They are ugly as sin. The last thing I think you want on a bike like this, or any bike, whether it's a fucking Honda Grom or this, is a bulgy, ugly, bulbous orange reflector. I think the whole premise behind it of like, you need a side-on reflector so people can see you. If they can't see a fucking bright Ducati red motorcycle, then I'm probably fucked anyway. So anyway, we've got companies like this. This is from TWM Special Components. Anyway, made in Italy. You don't want to know what these tiny 4 little anodized washer spacers cost me, but it's fine. Basically, the bottom one is silver. It's totally fine. We're gonna replace it anyway, but then this one up here is basically attached to this little cast piece that acts as a caliper spacer. So we're just replacing the same size spacer with another of the same size, but one that's a lot prettier and a lot less ugly. So it's important to know what the torque spec of these is. I don't, so I'll have to do some Googling in a second and go and find out from the neighbors if they've got a torque wrench, but you can already see like that's just held on there loosely as super ugly. We're just gonna swap over one at a time so that we don't lose the alignment of the caliper as well. Okay, caliper space is done. Super simple. It's literally unbolt, swap out, pull back in. Now, the only bit about today that I'm a little concerned about is this, because this is a $500 to $600 made in America, very intricate tail tidy. Now, I know right now it looks like the most ridiculous little shovel-nosed shark and stingray, Steve Irwin killing looking thing you've ever seen, but trust the process. Now, this is basically going to cover up and hide the gap that the factory fender is going to leave. And these are our indicators here. Super stealth, super like streamlined. I think it's exactly what the back of this bike needs. And I mean, look, let's be honest. This is like fucking ugly, man. Like that's shit. Anyway, caliper bolts, you leave alone. But stuff like this, which is going into the body of the bike, where it's going to be super subjected to rattling and vibrations. This is a 90-degree V4 engine, so it's very rattly, very, not rattly, very vibration-y. And because these bolts are facing downwards, if they start to loosen off, they'll just drop down and they can get caught in your chain. The whole number plate could fall off. You have a whole bunch of dramas. So we're going to be using a little bit of medium blue Loctite on everything. And hopefully this all goes smoothly, because otherwise we're going to be in strife. I know you guys are probably freaking out. You're like, hold on, Sam doesn't fucking work. I'm like, shit. That's crazy. Guys, when it's simple stuff and a brand new bike and it's all nice and simple and clean and easy and the instructions are well laid out, I don't mind giving it a go. When it's build your own 1,000 horsepower engine, guess what? I'm not going to give that a go. Or maybe I should, for the plot. Oh, 3. Now I'm hoping it's as simple as one plug is left, one plug is right, one plug is number plate light. It's almost never that simple, but we will see. You can see it starting to come together. It's gonna go like that. Unbelievably good looking. I'm just gonna give it a quick little test. The cameraman will tell me if left is now flashing. Nice, and then right. Excellent, and then hazards, both? Nice, man. How excellent. Plugs in the correct spot. Now, the last little bit is not too tricky. Get your bolts, get your bushes. They come with these little machined up M4 bushes. The upper ones are a little tricky because we have to get thread lock on here, push them through, and then pop that through on the other side, and then do them up. But again, we're pretty able. Anyway, we're pretty able-bodied people, so it shouldn't be. Oh shit. That's the most amount of thread lock. Dear God. Everything is bad. Maybe this is why I don't work on things. Oh my God, everything is fucked. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Everyone in the comments, relax. Speaking of, if you had this, would you run it in the touch position or in the 90-degree legal position? Drop a comment maybe, let me know. Also, if you're liking this content, it's a little different. Let me know in the comments too. This is a dream bike and a dream project, and we're doing our dream mods to it. I know it's not full drives. I know you want to see 80 series limited bashing and stuff, and we will be fixing this very soon. We're just trying to work out the best way to do so. Yeah. Also, while I have you, subscribe, please. It's the #1 way you can support me and help us keep doing cool shit. Plus, not limited to subscribers, but definitely preferentiated. This is our shop fridge. It started life as a blank canvas, and you guys have been sending in stickers from all over the country, all over the world even, which is pretty crazy to think about. So if you want to add to it, send it in to PO Box 69, Moffat Beach 4551. We'll put it on screen anyway. But yeah, if you want, we've got a little bit of space left on the front. We've got a bit of overlap. We're going to start doing the sides of the fridge too and bits and pieces. So if you want to get your Instagram page or your build channel, or you just got some funny shit. I've had people send in laser etched slates, laser cut penis, piston, Hot Wheels, fucking a foxtail, which we had on the F truck, condoms. People send in all sorts of shit. So if you want to send it in. Anyway, let's button this up. That is fucking naughty, actually. Oi, lad! Fuck. There's like Spanion reviews, bikes. Mad. That's mad, lad. Fuck. That's Oge, brother. That's Oge. Fuck. Yeah, that's fucking hot. Fuck. Yeah, damn. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so super simple mods, but make massive aesthetic differences. Getting rid of those reflectors on the front fork and getting rid of that massive ugly tail. This is like so good looking now. I cannot wait. The really cool thing is Hurdle Gear have sent us a whole bunch of exciting stuff from WA. So we've got, look, I'm not gonna go into it, but we've got like 10 grand worth of shit to put on this bike. Billet, bling, carbon bits, really hard to get stuff. The difficult part about working with a 2025 model bike is parts availability. Plus right now we're filming in August. For those that don't know, the entirety of Europe, especially Italy, shut down for the entire month. Like, they don't do work. They literally all just go on a party. It's actually crazy because it's their summer. So they literally shut down and we can't get any parts or anything like that. So that is what it is. It's wild, but it's fine. So Hurdle Gear has sent us everything they had in stock, and we've got a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to be coming from Europe very soon for this thing. That being said, the first and every single first, yeah. Anyway, the first thing that you should do to any motorbike or bloody car or four-wheel drive you get is quad lock. Obviously, I've been using quad lock since, I reckon, like Samsung S20. I don't even know how long ago that was. They're up to like the S58. Like, it's fucking cooked. I've been using quad lock for like 10 years. So for them to jump on as a channel partner is really, really sick and exciting. Plus, I have it in every car anyway. So it just makes sense for me to share this with you guys. This is their motorcycle fork stem mount. Now, super simple, probably the cleanest, easiest, and most secure way that you can mount your phone to your motorbike. Now, a lot of the times, I haven't even, this little bike has got 0 kilometers. Haven't ridden it. The stickers are still on the tires. I'm pretty sure you can Bluetooth your phone to the dash of these things. I don't know, haven't figured it out yet. Haven't read the instruction manual, it's still in plastic wrap. But for the ease of this, you'd be silly not to. It is literally, goes into the fork stem of the bike and then you bolt him down. Basically, I mean, you know, you get the gist, right? So that goes there, that goes there. And as you tighten these down, spring loaded. So as you tighten, these little feet come out, grab the actual inside of your stem there. They've got a whole bunch of different sized adapters in here too. So we will probably need to swap out to the larger size just because I think we've got quite a thick little stem in there. And yeah, game on. Super simple, let's fit it up. So look, it's a pretty simple install, but it's like definitely one worth doing, I think. If not for anything other than just to have maps, ways, see where the police are and the speed cameras and stuff. But once you've got it on, it's super simple. So for me, all I needed to check is that I can still see my dash, and even if I'm super slouched or whatever, I can still see everything totally fine. And then it's not gonna foul on anything either. So that's absolutely sick. I'm just gonna tighten up that stem mount a little bit more, I think, and then that's good to go. Hell yeah. Okay, brand new bike, 0Ks, first mods done. From here, the reason it's got 0Ks is because I've been too scared to ride it. Not because it's too powerful or too expensive or any of this, but because the panel and paintwork on this thing is so fucking beautiful, so gorgeous, like painted in logos and stuff. Like, I don't want to mark it or chip it. So we are about to load this up, head down to the team at Slick As. You may know them by their product Bush Wraps. Traditionally, PPFing on four-wheel drives, they have been kind enough to donate their time and resources to help PPF this entire bike and protect it. Once it's PPF'd, we can dive into a little bit more aggressive modifications and start riding this thing. I am super excited. The future is Moto Tail Tidy, the nice anodized caliper spacers, our quad lock mount. Hell yeah, let's get this bike loaded up. We'll head down and see the team at Slick As and get this thing wrapped and protected. We made it to Slick As here in Brenda. This is the lovely Dee. She's going to be helping us with the nightmare task of PPFing an intricate hand-built Italian superbike. I don't know how I roped them into this, but I'm glad they're here to help me. Now, Slick As, probably best known for your Bush Wraps product, is that correct?
Yeah, installing the Bush Wraps, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And that's on pretty much any four-wheel drive with nice paintwork in Australia, I've noticed. It's got the Bush Wraps product on it to protect it. PPF is, in its simplest, I guess, way to explain it, is self-healing wrap.
Yeah, it's just a sacrificial barrier for your paintwork. So the ease of washing, looking after, and just the mindfulness of actually going off-road, even shopping centres, car parks, kids, pretty well anything. You just have the ease of your paintwork's not going to be damaged, destroyed, and cooked. And
yeah, 100%. So you guys know out in YouTube land that we have wrapped pretty much every vehicle that we've ever built on the channel, but with something that looks as pretty as this and that super classic Ducati red, we couldn't wrap over it. I knew PPF was the go, and I wanted to give these guys a go, and I have full faith in the process here. You've got a whole bunch of templates, which is going to make this a lot easier.
Yeah. So we use a templating software from Bush Wraps that we use from them, and it's essentially someone has come through, templated all the panels. My plotter will then cut it all out, so it's all nice and neat finishes.
Cool.
Some bikes we don't have the opportunity to do that. It is a lot of hand custom work. Especially the more rarer, older bikes. But something brand new like this, there's templates available, which makes it very, very nice.
Yeah, awesome, fantastic. So this process should take, you reckon, a couple of days?
Yeah, bikes range anywhere from, like, for a tank, a couple hours. For an easy tank, all the way up to 20 to 60 labour hours, really.
Dear God.
So, especially like the big Harleys and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
They're a bit easier, but definitely a lot of labour involved.
I think I've held you up enough. Should we go cut some film and start this process?
Yes, let's get it done.
Beautiful. So this is a Bush Wraps product, right?
So this is our Bush Wraps Pro that we use. Bush Wraps Pro is mostly for custom installs, anything with like wrapped edges. They do offer their DIY kits as well. They're only available in certain makes and models. Mostly like common four-wheel drives is what their DIY kits specialize in.
Gotcha.
But something like this is definitely all pro,
all
custom fit. Even though we are using templates, it's still, we want that pro 10-year warranty with it as well. So
awesome.
The Bush Wraps Pro is more so for custom installs, whereas the DIY Advanced and Cape kits are for more short-term solutions. They're a 1 and 5 year film, so.
Still impressive. I guess it depends. Like, I know a lot of the time, young people, especially nowadays, marketplace obsessed. If you're gonna wrap a car that you're gonna sell in 6 months, you probably don't need to go and put a 10-year warranted PPF on it. Maybe the 1 year or the 5 year is totally fine. Now,
that is the same thing with like, even if you buy a brand new vehicle, but you're leasing it from Toyota or something like that. You can go more so the Advanced or Cape kit.
Gotcha.
Which are the DIY options.
Sick.
But,
Now, that spray looks kind of gross. What is it?
Yes, so it's what we call gel. It's like a thick.
That's gross.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
Really gross. Nice.
It's just.
Don't worry about that, that's fine. So the gel is gross.
It's just like
I'm
a
assuming...
thick lubricant, essentially.
Okay.
It helps us stretch the film,
Gotcha.
which stops distortion and adhesive being pulled, essentially.
Right, okay,
It
gotcha.
also massively helps with debris control. So, say I had heaps of debris coming out of this tank, the gel almost encapsulates it and then pushes it back out when I squeegee. So,
awesome.
I'm going to come around that side.
Yeah, hook in. Sweet as. I guess it's a little bit of just like hopes and dreams at this point because you've not done one of these bikes before. We've not used this template before. We're sort of hoping it all works out. Is there times that you will find a template you still have to trim a little bit to make it work?
Yeah. If you think about it, there's hundreds of templators across the world that provide templates for different softwares, and like we've templated a lot of the stuff ourselves as well.
Okay.
Bush wraps have their own templates.
Yep.
It honestly comes down to like who's templated it, because every person has their different preferences.
Yeah, for sure.
Like someone might want to trim that back shorter, whereas I would prefer to tuck it in.
Yeah.
Like it honestly is just install preference and
case by case. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can be installed like backwards to how it was templated.
Yeah.
So if you install it the wrong way, the templates might line up a bit differently. But but at like especially at Slick As, we just make it work. Like
I like it.
we know how to stretch and manipulate the film to get it into place and stretch into where I need it to be.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited. Do you feel like you've started with the easy piece or a hard piece?
Probably the hard piece.
Excellent. That's good. And she's nailing it. So fingers crossed. The rest of this thing is smooth sailing. Okay, it's a simple thing. We're gonna okay, folks, I don't really know, but obviously we need to clean it, and that's our edge prep.
Yep.
And we're gonna squeeze. No, obviously I was just testing you players at home. We're gonna clean it with this.
Me straight away. No.
Yeah, immediately wrong.
You want to make sure you wipe all the gel that I've had in there out of there.
Bloody hell.
So you use this, shove it in the cloth.
Okay.
And then use that to like...
I thought you were setting me up for a nice simple, a nice simple install.
I mean, you can do these pieces if you want a bit harder.
Absolutely not. This is already far beyond my technical ability.
Perfect.
So, for those kids playing along at home, this is how you would be doing your own at-home kit, potentially maybe, or not. We'll see how hard this is and then I'll let you decide. Slip. Then, make sure we have the squeegee. God damn. Why is this so hard? This is like, I was not paying attention at all to what you were doing, it turns out. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do exactly what Dee did. Proceeds to do anything but what you've been doing for the past hour. Okay. Then we get the splooge spray.
The gel.
The gel. Lots or not much? Is that enough?
Nah, cover it.
Oh shit, okay. Don't have to tell me twice.
Now slip again.
Oh, what in the frick?
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's this piece.
Yep.
Wet your fingers first, otherwise you'll put fingerprints.
With the slip.
Yeah, otherwise you'll put fingerprints in the film.
Okay. No need to yell. Okay.
Yep.
How dirty am I?
Oh no. Wipe your hands first.
Anyway, we'll pretend I haven't been dealing with a dirty, filthy, enclosed motorcycle trailer for the past 3 days.
And wipe the dirt off this too.
Okay.
No contamination around here.
I like that we're in like a really nice, like sterile booth. Like I would let someone do open heart surgery on me in here, and then I come in here with my god awful fucking hands. Anyway, so peel him. I'm assuming the backing side goes to the to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're peeling, you do want to spray it.
obviously. Guys, not my first rodeo. Thank you, helpful assistant. Now, we're just gonna lay this on our freshly gelled up naughty boy.
I've probably given you the most fiddly little piece.
It's very delicate. For someone with fairly large hands and fingers, this is a challenge. I kind of want to like press him down.
A little later.
My recommendation is don't practice on a tiny little intricate headlight. Maybe like do a bonnet or something, I don't know. Don't do a bonnet. Definitely don't do a bonnet. Do like a guard. Door? Laptop.
Pillars.
Do your pillars first.
Don't do your laptop.
Oh, don't do your laptop.
Water.
Oh, don't do your laptop. Or do. See if I can. Not my laptop.
Live life on the edge.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna get a heat gun, which is behind you.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Do not burn the film I've already put on there.
Perfect.
Put it on low, 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 low.
Okay, go.
You haven't been given
I haven't got my high license
no,
yet. It's like a
pen license.
Yeah. I'm scared, man.
And as you just put your hand there, and as you
Yeah.
heat seal, you'll feel when it gets too hot, you can't have your finger there anymore.
Oh yeah.
You can probably go a little bit closer.
Okay. Just gonna burn my finger off.
Nah,
Much later.
should timed you.
Yeah, I know. And then what you do the next headlight in like 3 seconds and 10 times better than what I can. After I've butchered this, I think it's fair to say that I'm probably going to stay mostly off the tools for the rest of today. So we're going to pass back to Dee. She's going to show you how to do a headlight quickly, efficiently, properly, and professionally, and then get the whole bike done. Sound good? Let's do it. Dee has absolutely crushed it today. We've got so much of the bike covered, which means tomorrow should be short, sharp, and sweet. We've only got a couple little panels that we have to do, and then we can roll this thing out into the sun and give you a full look at all the bits and pieces we've changed in this episode. Anyway, we'll dive back into it tomorrow morning, which will be right now. So let's do it. Okay, Dee is cracking into it this morning. She's almost finished up front. We've got a couple of bits to apply down the back here. We can wheel it out into the sun, show you the finished result. This thing is looking $1,000,000. For a first episode of sort of transformation and mods, I think this has come up an absolute treat. Now, really quickly wanted to touch on the benefits of the PPF Bush Wraps product from Slick As. It is a protective film, a protective barrier against basically all the elements and a whole bunch of nasty stuff. If it's on a four-wheel drive and you're going down a tight track, it's going to protect you from pinstripes that a lot of old four-wheel drives have, from overgrown tracks, trees, branches, leaves, and that sort of thing. Even if you do brush a panel up against a big muddy rut and that sort of thing, it's going to give you a layer of protection. In this particular instance on the bike, it's going to protect us from things like being bumped around or moved in the garage, zippers on the tank, a whole bunch of little bits and pieces like that. Even down to people leaning against it with belt buckles or keys in their back pocket, you know it's going to be protected. It's also a whole lot more cost effective than respraying parts of your car, especially on a four-wheel drive, for example, where the pinstripes can go front to back. You're looking at a full respray. It's going to far outweigh the cost of fitting a product like this. The best part is there's a whole bunch of different products they do, whether it's an at-home install or you come in and get the pro treatment like what we've had today. Anyway, I am doing nothing but holding Dee up and in her way. So we'll wrap this up, let her finish, wheel it outside. We'll show you the finished result. What a massive episode. The first batch of mods done on our brand new 2025 V4 Panigale. Let's run it back and run through exactly what we've achieved. Our billet front caliper spacers got rid of those ugly reflectors. Our custom plate is now fitted to our Futurismoto tail tidy, really cleans up the whole aesthetic of this bike. And most importantly, and probably the biggest change, I think, at least for my peace of mind, is coming down, getting Dee and the team here at Slick As to fit this thing out with PPF. That sacrificial barrier is now on just about every single painted surface. We even went ahead and got a tinted PPF on the screen as a bit of a placeholder until our tinted Pug screen from Hurdle Gear arrives. Huge shout out to the guys here at Slick As. They've absolutely crushed it over the past couple of days. If you've liked this episode, make sure you subscribe. Drop a comment if you're loving the bike content as well, something a little bit different. Hopefully you're loving it as much as I am. And as always, we will see you next Thursday.